All right, so surprisingly, as an American, someone who speaks into a camera every single day and has to speak loudly, I'm surprisingly really quiet when I'm out in public or in large groups. I'm pretty well reserved, but I know that most Americans are not, and we do have some very, very loud ones. I have a couple of them in my house, and I've told everyone that I'm thinking of taking to Europe with me, whether it's someone helping with video or my spouse. I'm like, you have got to be quiet. Do not be loud. I don't want to be those loud, obnoxious Americans. I don't have to worry about it, but other people do. And today we're going to check out some videos of just Americans just doing what they do, you know, being loud, saying random weird things, telling their life stories. It should be fun. I'm going to have some good laughs. I'm sure you guys will as well. So smash the like button and let's dive in.
Wow, she's a beauty, isn't she?
British tourists versus American tourists.
Holy shit, that building's old. I don't know why I'm shouting. That building's fucking old. Honey! Honey, look how old that building is.
I wonder if he's actually American. America must have discovered a new state as never heard that accent. Yeah, that accent was pretty interesting. British tourists aren't this respectful in Spain, though. Oh, so the British get a little loud in Spain? I wonder if it's just a cultural thing, or no, we're loud. Never mind. But why are they always shouting? Because we all shout over here. We're not used to it. Spain is literally trying to ban British tourists. I think it's the other way around. Oh, we're getting a little bit of British feedback here in the comments. You can always hear them before you see them. Yeah. All right.
No, like nothing.
You can say whatever you want to me, and it's gonna be all forgiven because there's so many other things that have happened that are like.
You can like full blown like hear their entire conversation. That is pretty loud. I can imagine what this woman looks like too. She has blonde hair. She's white, probably like lip injections. This girl might have them too, though. I don't even know. Probably not, though. And yeah, she's wearing an American hat.
Yeah. Making up for it. It's like sibling.
Yeah, like you screaming your sibling.
You are more siblings. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we screaming them. Like, say something horrible.
I am the sister that Julia never.
It sounds like she was slurring her words a little bit. Probably had one too many cocktails. But like the tea is real. I'm enjoying it. All right, at least this Nicolina Kokazi is having a good time listening to them, though. You do get to overhear the entire conversation. Oh, gosh. Also, how do you know they aren't Canadian? They're definitely not Canadian. Canadians are pretty quiet, and they don't say yeah. And yet, the world kept spinning. Y'all don't talk to each other? Question mark. No, they just don't scream at each other. 95% of the conversation. Like. Yeah, I have a problem with this, too. I say like all the time. I'm sure you guys hear it. It probably annoys a lot of people, and I probably get people that don't listen because of it, but it's just built into my vocabulary.
This is a district line train to Upminster. The next station is Mansion House.
And I've learned that like the train is the number one place you don't do this at. Look at his face. He ain't having it. His eyes are bloodshot too. He either just smoked a bowl or he has just got off of work and he's tired. Does not want to hear people yelling on the train. I don't mean this to cuss out all Americans, just the ones who talk loudly everywhere, even in their own country. How are you speaking louder than the underground itself? Wouldn't even mind if they talk about something interesting. It's always insane shit. Oh my God. They are so annoying. Love it. The people in these comments are PMO. This guy isn't confronting them, isn't naming them, isn't showing their faces. He's just trying to make a point. Chill out just because you know what he's saying is true. Laughed my ass off. Someone says they speak at the same level within the USA. They're insufferable and completely unaware. Well, I have to defend us a little bit on this. I mean, if you grew up in an area where everyone spoke very loudly and you were that way your entire life, it probably wouldn't seem odd to you. It's just a cultural difference. It's just the people who are completely unaware of the cultural difference when they go into another culture. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people, I mean, they are visiting, but when people try going to another culture and like don't adapt to it, that really bugs me.
And they were like, so you're with those guys? And you're like, no. And they were like, no. Like, you know how they do nothing when they try to like get us diapers?
That is so loud.
Like everywhere we go, everyone stares at people like I've been out to dinner with them.
She did not end it with the like. I definitely heard that. What in the Eagle Pancake Buffalo Wing? Is she in America? Tourists, USA, Americans, viral, joke. She might be in the US. I have no idea. There was one on the train platform at 7 a.m. one morning. Who's getting coffee? Julia. Yeah, getting coffee. I can't even read all of this. I swear I wanted to do harm. Why are they so loud? Everywhere we go, everyone stares. I wonder why. All right.
I'm gonna go straight into it. Americans talking obnoxiously in public places. I am so sick of this. Anytime I go to a different country as well, in Europe or whatever, and there's some Americans stood there shouting about their meal. I mean, I was in Scotland earlier this year and I was having a lovely meal and it was quite a quiet restaurant, you know, winter time, cold and cozy.
Yeah.
We were all having like a stew or whatever. And there was these two Americans and they were sat there like, oh my God, I think that everyone must think we're so annoying. And I was like looking at them like, yeah, everyone thinks you're really annoying.
Also, like, apologies to if anyone American.
No
might be
apologies,
listening, yeah.
Phoebe. No apologies. I think they're very aware of it.
Yeah, not most people are aware of it. Most people have no idea. Reminds me of the American woman who was touring Dundee and accused it of being un-American, whatever that means. I think it's just a huge cultural difference. In America, it's very normal, in fact. Weird if you're not loud and energetic and happy and fun. Especially in the South, it's just the norm. Yeah, and that's where I live, you guys. I live in the South, the deep South. Happened to me in Iceland, 5 American women talking so loud, I left the restaurant. Jesus. By the way, when they put this list together, my spouse, my wife, I told her not to make sure and check they weren't any of those videos that have like a different sound. I was like, I want real videos where like the audio is actually real.
I was in Switzerland earlier this year, and I was in the French part of it. I was in Switzerland earlier this year, and I was in the French part of it, and I was at this tiny little like garden restaurant. It was beautiful, banging schnitzels, by the way. But oh my God, we did not, it was me and 2 other people. There was no conversation at the table because we were enthralled with the conversation of the American woman next to us. I'm not sure if she was with a sugar daddy or this was her first date, but she made it very clear what was going on with her ex-boyfriend and how like they used to do Xanax together, and like every time they fuck, she'd give like a part of her soul away. Like she was getting in depth, in detail, and it was like she had the microphone. Like the whole restaurant was just listening to her talk about her drug escapades and getting paid to like fly in and out of countries and who she fucked. It was really American.
Oh man, I am terrified that people will think my Canadian accent is American. To be honest, I would work at an American restaurant and some of the loudest tables are tourists from other countries. Yeah, all right. I will say I have seen some Europeans before in places, especially down in Nashville. A lot of you guys come visit Nashville when you do visit America. A little loud sometimes, but definitely not louder than us. But I think you're probably trying to keep up with the level of everything that's going on. You kind of feel that you have to scream. They're just loud. I heard a conversation word for word in a car park where I work. Normally, I wouldn't hear a thing with how far they were from me.
We put up with the years of the ashtray, and now I gotta take the trash all the way to the middle of nowhere.
His face.
Oh, the new one. It's the new one, right?
Dude, his face is hilarious. How can 4 American people sound like 15 Belgian people? The comments. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm. Oh, man. The most annoying thing is they're talking about nothing every time. Just the most boring conversation ever. See, that's why I'm always quiet, because it's really hard for me to find people that I can have an interesting conversation with.
I said, just go get a vasectomy. Anyway, so we're going around the islands on that tour, you know. The tour.
Oh, this is the original sound.
5 minutes. Oh, there you are. Hey, you guys got any espresso martinis?
Yeah, no.
No? Oh.
I've never seen
You gotta come
this.
to New York.
I've heard this sound so many times from videos I've done. I've never seen the original.
You gotta come to New York. We got heaps in New York, huh? I'm just gonna go back and see if they got any croissants. What's that?
The fanny pack.
Oh my God.
The walk.
And I said, just go get
Did he say F that guy or I like that guy? Let me see here. By talking about the most personal things on volume 5000. You know, that might be actually what gets, like, where most of the hate comes from, because we've seen a couple of videos already, and it's not just the being loud. It's the fact that they're talking about, or we are talking about, the dumbest shit ever. The girl talking about snorting Xanax and crazy.
Why are Americans so much louder than everybody else when we go abroad? Here are my theories. So I've lived in Paris for many years now, and when I open my windows, my ears naturally perk up because I'm hearing American English being screamed. They don't mean to be yelling though. This is just naturally having a natural conversation. So this is my theory. We as Americans don't learn to like monitor our volume of voice because our personal bubble tends to be a lot bigger in the States. So for example, you're in your car. You don't have to worry about being too loud because you got 4 windows blocking your voice.
He's kind of getting, I mean, they have cars as well in Europe, but I get where he's going a little bit. Like,
you go for a walk in your neighborhood. No one's going to be walking around really.
100%.
No one really walks in the States. They go to the gym to walk on a treadmill. You go to a bar or restaurant, every single TV in there is going to be on and playing football. Not only that, they're going to have the radio on. You naturally learn to project your voice, and you also never learn to really monitor your voice around other people because you don't need to. That's my theory.
Kind of depends what type of restaurant you go in here. If it's like a bar, restaurant, brewery type thing, yeah, it's going to be loud as shit. Sometimes way too loud. Like you can't even talk. You have to yell literally to get something across. I would imagine what you guys' nightclubs are like, but this is in the middle of the day at like noon. You can get fined in other places, while in the States, they don't. Our voices weren't made for cute cobblestone streets. Okay. I also feel like American culture is more individualistic and you're taught to stand out, whereas in a lot of European cultures, you have to fit in. Maybe. Kind of. A little bit, yeah. There's so many different workings. I feel like I gotta talk to like a psychologist to understand it all. Or what's the other term? What? Not a psychologist, a sociologist? I don't even know what the hell the difference is. Dumb American here. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'll appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.